democracy. All right, the same government powers that were exercised back during the Roman Empire. That's the same powers that's being executed today. All right, and it said that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, and the people that are not down with, down with the system, down with the society, they're treated as outcasts. They're treated as like they're strange or something, like they're crazy, But no, man, they just woke up. All right, especially mainly the elect. All right, because the elect is waking up to this I would say like this veil, man. This veil that's being put over our nation's eyes, everybody's eyes, because Esau's doing it to his own people. All right, Esau, which is known as the so-called white man, which his true biblical nationality is Esau. All right, or Edom. All right, and that veil's being removed from the elect. All right, and the elect are waking up. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this next article right here. It's going to the Roman Empire. All right, this is Tribunes and Triumphs. That's what it's called. Tribunesandtriumphs.org. All right, and this is going to the causes of the fall of the Roman Empire, and I want you to follow me along on this one, because now I want you to pay close attention, because this is the same problems that are going on in America, and this is why the Roman Empire fell. All right. Now, the major causes for the fall of the Roman Empire, pay close attention: antagonism between the Senate and the Emperor. All right. Decline in morals, which basically here in America, they steadily trying to get rid of the family. All right. Removing the fathers out of the picture. All right. And different things like that. So decline in morals, especially. It's a number of reasons, not only the family morals, but different other morals as well, man. Like the nudism, man, because nudism is just I'm speechless when it comes to that, man, because that's just wicked as all hell, man. So America is morally fallen. All right. Political corruption in the Praetorian Guard, which definitely no political corruption, man. Because these high officials, man, these political the people that's in the political seats, in the high seats, man, they're all corrupted, man, because they're all into Satanism. All right, they're all in the worship of Molech. All right, they're all Satanists. They worship Satan. That's lucky. Now, another bullet point: fast expansion of the empire. All right. Constant wars and heavy military spending. America has been spending millions or billions of dollars on military. All right. Military spending. All right. And it's been nothing but constant wars. All right. Because our army, the American army is spread out like crazy. You have armies. You had armies in Iraq. You have armies about to be sent out to it's not Kiev, but Ukraine. And Obama's already considering sending troops to Africa as well because of the Ebola pandemic. All right. So you have completely constant wars, and not only what's going on today, but you also had constant wars that went on even after World War II. All right. Now I'm gonna continue on. Barbarian knowledge of Roman military tactics, failing economy. You wonder how your economy's been doing? Man, it's not doing too good, man. Economy is steadily falling, man. It's falling like a bowling ball from Mount Fuji. All right. Unemployment of the working class. That's definitely what's going on, because this unemployment at an all-time high right now. They won't tell you on the news station because they like to keep it on the wraps. But really, unemployment is steadily rising. All right. The mob and the cost of the games, which they had that in quotation. Just wonder what that is. Decline in ethics and values. Decline in morals, because they go hand in hand. Morals, ethics, and values. Slave labor. All right. Natural disasters is going on. You have man, you got earthquakes and other disasters going on right now, man. Hurricanes and storms and things like that going on in America. All right. Christianity. Ooh, Christianity. Christianity. I'm gonna get into that in a second. All right. Barbarian invasion. All right, and the major causes for the fall of the Roman Empire. All right. Yeah, Christianity. Let me get into that real quick, because Christianity is another reason why America's falling today. All right. And you know, we here at Great Millstone, the Israelites in general, man, we don't have religion, man. There's no such thing as a religion. Actually, the word religion goes back to the Latin religio, or the Latin religio, which means to hold back or restrain. All right, to bind. Now this is going into Constantine. All right. Now Constantine was a part of the Nicene Council. I'm pretty sure you'd heard of the Nicene Creed. All right, which they practice in the Catholic churches. All right. Now this is marytruth.com. All right. Now this is going into sun worship, or you know what? Now let me start up a little bit. Who was Constantine? All right. Now let's get that real quick. You know, bro, some people don't know who Constantine is. All right. Constantine the Great was a Roman emperor who reigned from AD 306 to 337. Tradition has it that on his way to an important battle in AD 312, a vision of a flaming cross appeared to him with the inscription, "In this sign conquer." He therefore authorized his mostly pagan soldiers to place a cross on their shields and went on to win the battle, believing the Christian power to be his secret to military success and the key to uniting his empire. Constantine adopted Christianity as the official religion of Rome in AD 324. His life continued to be marred by bloodshed and political intrigue until his death. But through his influence, the bishops of Rome gained rapid ascendance to political and temporal power. All right. So let me get this next one right here. So that's who Constantine is. All right. Let's give you a quick summary of it. Now, sun worship. All right. That's what you have going on in America today. Sun worship. The real secret of Constantine and the bishops of Rome is their cunning introduction of sun worship and paganism into Christianity. It was done so shrewdly that, incredibly, it has been veiled within the faith for centuries. Through Constantine, paganism and Christianity joined hands in the Roman Empire, and that's why you have the Roman Catholic Church. All right, that's why the Roman Catholic Church is corrupt as it is today. All right. History readily records that Constantine was a sun worshiper. All right, so Constantine was a true paganist. All right, and one decree he declared on the venerable day of the sun. All right, which is known as Sunday, which he made Sunday the day of worship, the national day of worship. Let the magistrates and people residing in cities rest, and let all workshops be closed. All right, so he made Sunday the official day of worship. All right, he made that day into sort of like a Sabbath, but it's not our Sabbath. All right, not the Sabbath of the Most High. All right, now I can tell you that much. March 7, 321 AD. All right, he made this decree in honor of the sun. All right, Sunday, which is why they call it Sunday, after his supposed conversion to Christianity. Constantine, even after his conversion, remained a pagan. All right, so even after that, he remained a pagan. All right, so Constantine sought to unite his kingdoms, pagan and Christian worshippers, in order to promote stability and ensure that his empire lasted. The easiest way to bring harmony would be to blend sun worship and Christianity. History shows that the Church of Rome did not object. Let's see, there we go, the Roman Catholic Church. There it is again. did not object. Indeed, it had been engaging in the practice for nearly 2 centuries. All right. So, once again, sun worship goes back to Babylon. All right. Everything that you see, mostly everything that you see around you goes back to Babylon. All right. That Babylon custom, which is now known today as a Western custom. All right. An American custom, which, if you have the spiritual eyesight to see it, you'll be able to see it. All right. Now, the Roman gods. Now, this article is showing how many of the Roman gods, because basically, the Romans had a pantheon. All right. And a pantheon was basically a temple that they made a temple in tribute to the gods. All right, which is known as the pantheon, which I explained back in the other page where I was talking about Babylon. All right. Now, down the list, it said Jupiter, Juno, Neptune, Pluto, Apollo, god of the sun. All right, like I showed you on the other one, the god of the sun. Molech, which the people saw Nimrod as a god. Yeah, so you have Apollo, Diana, goddess of the moon, Mars, god of war, Venus, Venus and Cupid, especially Valentine's, man, Venus and Cupid, Mercury, Minerva, Ceres, Proserpine, Vulcan is also on that list as well. Bacchus, Saturn is also on that list. Vesta, Janus, Uranus, and Gaia, and Maya, Flora, and Plutus. All right. And actually, if you look at the days today, all right, because you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right. As you got Sunday, of course, is the sun. Monday is I believe it's the moon. I don't know about Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I know Saturdays is Saturn's day. All right. Don't know about Friday though. I know about Sunday, Monday, and Saturday. The rest of them I don't know yet. But it's always good. You can Google if you want to and find that out. You know. Now, Jupiter. Now, all right. So I have another scripture here. 2 Maccabees, chapter 6. This is King James Bible Online.org. All right. So 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 1. I'm starting the first verse. All right. And it says, not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens. All right. To compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of the Most High. All right. And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem and to call it the temple of Jupiter, Olympius. All right. You know, Olympus. All right. And that in garrison of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place. The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people. For the temple was filled with riot, revealing by the Gentiles who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places. And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful. The altar also was filled with profane things which the law forbiddeth. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient fasts or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. All right. So I wonder if they weren't able to profess themselves at all to be a Jew, I wonder what they were calling themselves. That also goes into the Gentiles. All right, there are two types of Gentiles. All right, and the apostles, along with the other brothers, have brought that out numerous of times. That there are two types of Gentiles. All right. And in the day of the king's birth, every month they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. And when the fast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivy. And I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it. But mainly, yeah, they were basically profaning the temple. All right, bringing in all these abominations to the temple and things like that. They were messing with harlots in the temple, And yeah, basically in a nutshell, they're profaning the temple of the Most High. All right, the holy temple. All right, and they wanted to call it the temple of Jupiter. All right, now back in this list, the king of the gods, Jupiter. All right. Now, I'm got this next article right here, and then after this, I'm going to these last 4 scriptures. Now, this one, this is Rome versus the United States. How much has changed? All right, this is RomanGov.weebly.com. All right. So basically, this is going to the similarities between the Roman government and the United States government. All right. And I'm gonna read this real quick. It says the Roman Republic. All right, so in many ways, the Roman Republic was very similar to the way the United States government is organized today. There are 3 clear divisions of power, as you will see below. Executive branch, councils elected by an assembly. They ruled as chief executives for 1 year. Consuls control the military as well. Legislative branch, Senate, 300 people ruled as Senate. They were chosen by aristocrats, and they reigned over foreign affairs and financial policies. Right, and what's going through right now is going through what Rome had in place, or what the Rome had in their government. All right, so they had councils, they had Senate, they had Centurial Assembly, they had Tribune Assembly, they had Praetors. All right, back at the legislative branch, Centuriate Assembly, a group of citizen soldiers that are members for life. They elect councils and make laws. All right, the tribunal assemblies. Citizens are put into groups depending on where they live. They are also members for life. Tribal assembly members elect tribunes. All right, now let's go into the judicial branch and the praetors. 8 judges were chosen by the Centuriate Assembly to judge for a year. 2 of the 8 judges supervise civil court and criminal court. All right. Now, citizenship given to adult men landowners. All right. And this is the one major difference between the Roman government and the American government today. All right. It said when catastrophe struck, the republic could appoint a dictator. However, a dictator's power only lasted 6 months. They were appointed by the councils and then elected by the senates. All right. And that's the only difference. That's one major difference. All right. And right here it says the American Republic. The founding fathers of the United States borrowed some of the elements of government from Rome, yet developed and added quite a few innovations. Unlike Rome, checks and balances came from the workings of 3 areas of government. A president, who was responsible for the jobs of commander-in-chief of the military, could appoint ambassadors to conduct foreign policy, and could propose laws to the legislative branch. The legislative branch is bicameral, including both a Senate, whose members are elected for 6-year terms, and a House of Representatives, whose members are elected for 2-year terms. Both houses need to agree on a law before it is sent to the president for signature. Finally, they created an independent judiciary known as the Supreme Court, whose job it was to ensure that laws passed by the legislature were consistent with the U.S. Constitution. All right. So basically, yeah, the American Republic adopted most of the Roman government practices, all right, or the Roman government system, all right. This is why America today it bears a reflection of what the Roman Empire was back in the ancient world, all right. And this one's saying which is better, which none of them is better. None of them is better, man. None. Not the American government, not the Roman government. Sure as hell not the Babylonian government. The only government that's the best is the government of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. The government of Israel, the elect. All right. So there we go. All right. I'm gonna bring out these last 4 scriptures. All right. Now it's Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 2. All right, Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 2, and it reads, "Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." All right, so learn not the way of the heathen. All right, you're not supposed to learn this Western thought, man. You're not supposed to learn this Western way of thinking. All right, because this Western way of thinking is gonna get you killed. All right. This Western way of thinking is going to be done away with pretty soon with when Yahweh Shai comes back to establish the kingdom of heaven. All right, the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Now let's get Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. All right. Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And it reads, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues." All right. So he said, this is John, the Revelator on the island Patmos. He said he heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people." All right, what's that mean? So it means he's telling the elect to come, mainly the elect to come out of the ways of Babylon. All right, out of the ways of Rome, out of the ways of the West, out of the ways of America. All right, and be not partakers of her sins, and that you see not of her plagues. When it mentions her, it's talking about Babylon, because Babylon is mentioned as a woman. All right, and we know Babylon being the daughter of Babylon, well, the daughter of Babylon, and Babylon itself is arrayed as a woman, all right, which is known as America, all right. It said, "Come out of her ways, that you receive not of her plagues." All right, so come out of that Western way of thinking, man. Come out of the West in general, man, and go to the East, because that's where the Most High is gonna. That's where Yahweh Shai is gonna come from, man. It's gonna come from the East, all right, and deliver the elect. All right, so it's Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. All right, where I was going to earlier in Revelation chapter 18, as the her that is talking about. All right, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. All right, so that's that. Is the mystery, man, and the mystery's already been solved. All right, now the only thing that we're waiting on is the elect to be sealed. All right, and the prophecies, the rest of the prophecies to come to pass. All right, so the mystery's already been revealed. Babylon the Great, which y'all know is America, which is also known as Rome. All right, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. All right. Now let's get one last scripture. In Revelation chapter 11, verse 8, and this is going out to the 2/3. All right, 2/3 in these other nations. "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified." All right. Now, basically what the scripture is talking about is that their dead bodies meaning that they're in a dead state. All right, meaning that they're still a part of this society, that they still want to be a part of society and are a part of this society, that they have no type of wisdom at all about the scriptures. They have no type of wisdom, knowledge, or understanding of the scriptures. They don't know who Yahweh Shai is, man. They don't know who they ignorantly call Jesus. All right, that's not his name. His name is Yahweh Shai. All right, and that's what it means by our Lord being crucified, because he's being crucified to this day, man, because the 2/3 of our people reject him, man, like they rejected him back in the book of Matthew chapter 26, I believe, where it said, let his blood be upon us. All right, so he's being crucified to this day, and that's why you have many. That's why the scriptures speak about in 1 John, it said you have many antichrists. It's not because the antichrist is not just one person. All right, you have the spirit of antichrist. That means that you basically don't believe in Yahweh Shai. All right, you don't believe in the name. You don't believe that he will be considered a black man. All right, because when people say, man, oh, color doesn't matter, then that means, man, you're basically being an antichrist, man. You're being a devil. All right, because it's giving you the Bible gives you an example of what it looks like. All right. So basically, that's it for this topic. That's all I wanted to bring out. Once again, I'm gonna have these links in the description if you want to check these articles out. But anyway, that's it, man. Come out of the Western way of thinking, man. I'm speaking to the elect in general. All right, come out of that Western way of thinking. Come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and get your mind right. All right, because it's gonna come. It's getting close to the time where he's gonna come back. All right. All right, so. With that, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule very well. And blesses all the Akim that are doing the work in sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom.